Yo, what's up?
My guy.
You already know.
Hey, man, this is a big one. They call us the best weekend in sports. The divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And we're going to hop right into it. My name's Corey Hilliard. The man next to me is Brandon Hill, a.k.a. B Hill. We are the House Divided. If you've been here before, you know what to do. This is your first time, Mi Casa Su Casa. B, you got him.
You guys already know what time it is. We're at 55 subscribers. I say it again. Help us get to 100, guys. We want to keep this thing growing. Maybe we should ask for 75, Corey, as opposed to 100. 75 and then
shoot for the moon and land on the stars, bro.
That's fair. 100. Get us to 100, guys. Also, you know how to do that. Hop down there. You got to hit that subscribe button so you guys can become a part of our House Divided family. Also, got that notification bell that's right there next to that subscribe. You can do it all in one swipe. Go ahead and tap that so you guys can be up to date on all our latest content. Another thing, if you like what you're hearing, you like what you're seeing, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Helps with the algorithm, gets us out there on the platform to where more people are going to be able to view our content. And last but not least, we always want to hear from you guys. Hop down there in the comment boxes. Good, bad, right, wrong, indifferent. Y'all already know what time it is here at the House Divided. So, as you were alluding to, Corey, the divisional round. There's not a cupcake game across the board. This is really where the pretenders become contenders, or the contenders are pretenders. It's one or the other. There's no in between here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, we're starting off 3:30 p.m. on NBC on Saturday, Corey. Tomorrow, the Jaguars at the Kansas City Chiefs. Arrowhead Stadium. You got Kansas City sitting here at -9.5. Woo-wee. I'm going to let you go ahead and jump into this. I want to hear what you got to say about this game, Corey, because I know you got a lot on your mind about that 9.5 point spread.
Here's the first fun fact, man. My man coaching for the Jaguars already has a Super Bowl ring, Doug Peterson. In his playoff career, here's a fun stat for you, B. 5-1 against the spread in his 6 playoff games that he's coached. All right, so immediately I'm happy you started off with the 9.5 spread. They're not going to lose by 9.5. Now, am I picking them to win? No. I like the Chiefs. Here's another fun fact for you. Patrick Mahomes has never lost in a divisional round. Every year he's been in the playoffs as a starter, they have at least made the AFC Championship. They have the number one offense. He's going to be the MVP. He's almost unanimous first-team All-Pro. Only one person did not vote for him to be the first-team All-Pro quarterback. They're a juggernaut, bro. This is what they do. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, they're used to this. Andy Reid is a monster in the playoffs. It's a machine right now. The Jags are really a year ahead as far as their production and even being in the playoffs. I love Zay Jones. I love who's the other one?
Christian Kirk.
Travis Etienne. All right. Sunshine, my boy.
Evan Ingram.
Trevor Lawrence. Evan Ingram, who's a borderline top 5 tight end right now. And they got a young, fast defense. Will that be enough to slow down Patrick Mahomes? I really don't see it happening. What do you think?
I'm right there. I mean, I'm going to basically just echo some of the same things that you said. I'm interested. This is kind of one of those games, Trevor Lawrence as a young quarterback, right? You're coming into this game. This is a big playoff moment. This is going to be a great playoff atmosphere. We all know Arrowhead, man. They get that thing absolutely rocking. It's going to be about 35 to 40 degrees at kickoff time in this game. So it's your classic cold football game in January. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested to see here, does Trevor Lawrence take that next leap? Because it was cute and all how you beat the Chargers last week. You came back, everything else. Is your head going to be in the right place? Because we all know, I don't think it's just my Vikings that do this, Corey. Teams have letdowns after big emotional victories the next week. Now, I like your other stat, though, 5-1 against the spread for Doug Peterson as a head coach. He's an absolute genius. I think he's going to have his guys ready to play. However, I got the Chiefs winning this one by at least 2 touchdowns.
Ooh,
I'm
so you
just,
like the spread.
I do. I like it. Give it to me. I think that the Chiefs are just that much better. I mean, we're talking about Travis Kelce, everything. This is going to be a way tougher test than what they faced last week going up against the Los Angeles Chargers. It's going to be much tougher.
Oh, yeah,
And,
most
and
definitely.
I like the dynamic in the last few weeks of Jerick McKinnon coming out of that backfield, catching passes from Patrick Mahomes. You know Travis Kelce's always there. Who's going to be that guy that's going to step up receiver for him? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to sit here? Is this a game that Juju Smith-Schuster comes out and balls out? Is this a game that we're going to see a Valdez Scantling sighting? Is he healthy? You know what I'm saying? Are we going to see?
Yeah.
We need one of those guys to step up because Travis Kelce's going to get his. I think Jerick McKinnon out of the backfield with his little sweet passes that Patrick Mahomes throws to him about 5 to 10 times on average in a game. I think he's going to get his. Pacheco at running back, I think he's going to be able to run the ball. I just think that the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes, everything, I think this is one of those, Trevor Lawrence, you ain't there yet, my friend. You're not there. What you've done is nice, but you're not there yet.
We both agree. I think we're both picking the Chiefs. You got them by 2 touchdowns. The only thing I would be concerned for the Chiefs, if you're a Chiefs fan or a Chiefs head, their defense. And if I'm reading this right, I'm thinking Doug Peterson's going to do this. You got to somehow win time of possession, number one. Number two, you have to start fast. You are not erasing a 27-0 lead, 17-0 lead against this Kansas City Chiefs team. It's not going to happen. Right? So you got to start fast. You got to play with the lead, and you got to keep the other offense off the field. So look for Travis Etienne to be a big factor. Keep that defense on the field. That defense is not the strong suit of this team. It can be had. You can put up yards on the defense. So we'll see.
But that defense also has a bunch of players that have played in this time of the year and that know how to win football games come this time of the season. I think what Jacksonville's done this year is nice. They've won their division. They made the playoffs. They're in the second round. I think it's a great story for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. They haven't done anything since Jalen Ramsey and Blake Bortles as their quarterback. So, man, hats off to them. It's been a great season. You're just not going to pull up into Arrowhead and beat the Chiefs. I'm not going with the underdog in this one. So that's where I'm at there. You got anything else on that game before we hop into this next one?
No, look, if real quick, if it turns into a shootout, the Jags are going to be in trouble because the second leading sack team in the NFL is the Kansas City Chiefs. So
you don't want to get in a shootout. You don't want to get in a shootout with Patrick Mahomes, especially in Kansas City. That's just, and they're coming off a bye. These guys are going to be fresh, Corey. That offensive line, they've got a good O-line. Creed Humphrey and Orlando Brown, 2 Sooners. I love it.
Yeah.
The Chiefs, give me the Chiefs and give me that 9 points all day, every day. I'm rolling with it. This next one, you got the New York Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles. This is a minus 7.5 point spread on this one, Corey. I'm going to start this one off by just saying this is your classic divisional game. You know what I'm saying? These teams know each other very, very well. Both of these teams know what both of these teams want to do. They both want to run the ball, and establish the line of scrimmage. Both of these teams want to do that.
Yep.
I have a lot more faith in the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line compared to the New York Giants offensive line. The defensive lines, I'm not going to say it's a toss-up, but, they both have great defensive lines. Let's just be honest. Yeah. But I believe that the Philadelphia Eagles, who arguably have the first or second best offensive line between them and San Francisco, whichever one you want to go with, I wouldn't argue with you. So all those things factoring in, I think the Eagles' offensive line is going to be able to neutralize a Thibodeau, a Leonard Williams, a Dexter Lawrence. I think they're going to be able to slow them down And Jalen Hurts, just with the running ability that he has, the threat that he can take off and go 60, 70 yards down the line. I mean, A.J. Brown, they're coming off. They're healthy. You know what I'm saying? I heard Lane Johnson's playing in this game. Give me the Eagles by at least 10 points in this football game. They're going to handle the Giants. I believe the last time they played the Giants, we can't count that one, but the game before that, they blew them out. So they beat the Giants both times this season.
Yep.
Go ahead.
That's true. They did. That's true. The first time they played, it was a complete demolition. But
yeah,
the Giants had some guys missing on that defense. So they played 2 weeks ago. The score was at Philly 2 weeks ago. Scored 22-16 is what the final was.
And that was without
Philly,
New York starters.
No, that was this is week 18 I'm talking about.
Yeah, they didn't.
First time
New York didn't play their starters.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they sat their starters.
Yeah, and Philly has stuff to play for. They're trying to wrap up that 1 seed. So
Yep.
I'm looking at a 22-16 game. Philly played full strength. The Giants did not have their starters like you alluded to, and they can only win by 6 points. That makes me very, very nervous for the Philadelphia Eagles. And as a matter of fact, out of all of the games, this is my upset pick of the weekend. I got the Giants going into Philly, and now they're going to play with all of their starters. I look for a big game from Danny Dimes. He's going to run the ball. He's going to have at least 15 carries. Saquon's going to eat. Give me the Giants, bro. I think Jalen Hurts is going to be rusty. Lane Johnson has an abdominal issue. I think it's an ab tear or ab strain, which sucks. You cannot, bro. That's going to be really hard for him to play with that. I think he's going to be neutralized or compromised, if you want to say it like that. So give me the Giants. I'm taking them outright to pull the upset.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. That one.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for that one. I like it, though.
They just played. They just played in Philly 2 weeks ago. Philly was playing for the 1 seed. The Giants sat everybody, and the Philly can only win by 6 points.
Yeah, but something that you have to take into account there, that Jalen Hurts was just coming back after missing the previous 2 games.
That's true.
How much were they really foot on the gas?
If you're trying to win the 1 seed and not let the Cowboys take the division,
it didn't end up mattering though. I mean, Dallas got smoked by the Washington Commanders. I mean, at the end of the day, they're pulling up in there into Philadelphia, man, at the Link. That place is going to be absolutely nuts. It's a night game, too, on Fox. 7:50. Whoa. That Link is going to be rocking on Saturday night, tomorrow night in Philadelphia.
It's another divisional game. They're used to each other. The Giants will not be intimidated. They just went into Minnesota and won the game. Minnesota's a hard place to play, too. You know what I mean? At this time of the year, you've been at all the venues. Right, the crowd noise shouldn't scare you. You just went on the road and beat a good Minnesota team. Why not? Why can't you be able to do it this week against a
but this Eagles defense is way. I'm a Vikings fan, man, but that Eagles defense is way better than the Minnesota
top 5 defense.
They're not getting those easy 15-yard completions and 10-yard completions that they were getting against Minnesota's defense. Minnesota's defense ranked 29th in the league this year. Just fired their defensive coordinator. The Philadelphia Eagles defense is top 3 in almost every statistical category.
Except for rushing defense. And who do the Giants have?
I like that.
Who can run.
I don't dislike it. They've improved on that, though, throughout this season. They've gotten better as the season has weighed on everything else. Those additions of an Ndamukong Suh and a Linval Joseph definitely helped them. Right. But I like the pick, Corey. I'm not saying that it's not possible. I just don't see it. I think the Phillies going to come out there and they're going to play hard. They're the 1 seed. They're going to hold it down in the Link. This next game, this is going to be a Sunday, 2 p.m., CBS. You're probably going to have Tony on the call, Tony Romo. This one's kind of a tough one because the last time that they played that DeMar Hamlin situation happened. You got the Bengals at the Bills. Really didn't get to finish that game out. Sadly enough, I mean, it is what it is. What happened is what happened. The guy's good. He's back home now, so that's always good to hear. Man, they got Buffalo in this one, -5.5. -5.5, Corey. Now, granted, you could call that -2.5 because you're getting 3 points right off the bat for being a home team.
Yep.
So we'll call it 2.5. But 5.5 points we got in this game. Joe Burrow, man. I like Joe Burrow over Josh Allen. I've been saying that. I've been quoted saying that. The only quarterback to me in my mind that's better than Patrick Mahomes or the better than Joe Burrow is Patrick Mahomes. That's the only guy. And
Right.
if Joe Burrow gets a ring, gets a Super Bowl, he's going to be better than Patrick Mahomes. He will be the top guy. So I'm saying all this to be said. Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, just a mixture. Samaj P. ran off the bench. Their defense is pretty good. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals pulling up into Buffalo. They're going to upset the Buffalo Bills. And I don't even really consider it an upset. I really don't. I think the Bengals are a better football team than the Bills. And Skylar Thompson is not Joe Burrow. Just saying. Skylar Thompson just dropped 31 points on the Buffalo Bills last week, my guy. That just literally just happened. Yes, the Kansas State quarterback dropped 31 points. Now, granted, there was turnovers, everything else. 31 points. Give me Joe Burrow, and I think they win by at least a touchdown in this one is where I'm at on it. What do you got?
Okay. What was the quarterback for the Ravens last week?
Huntley. Yep.
Yeah, he ain't Josh Allen either, bro.
He's better than Skylar Thompson, though. And man, come on. I don't know.
Come on, bro. Huntley in that offense, since Lamar's been out, that offense for the Ravens has been, I don't want to call it putrid, but not good.
It's been subpar at least.
Let's just say this. Both teams struggle with teams they should have beat handily. They're the only two teams that's still in the tournament that played backup quarterbacks the previous week, and both of them struggled. Skylar Thompson and Huntley for the Ravens, both of those quarterbacks could have led the Dolphins and the Ravens against big, huge upsets. So I'm going to take that factor out of it. I'm going to pick the Buffalo Bills in this one. They were my preseason pick to make the Super Bowl and win it. So I'm going to stick with them. I don't see any reason to come off of that. I think with DeMar Hamlin, there's going to be an emotional factor. I think there's been some trash talk, too, from your boy Joe Mixon, your OU Sooner.
I love
saying
it.
that they're the top dog in the AFC.
Love it.
They feel disrespected. He's been running his mouth quite a bit the past 2 weeks.
I love it.
Some good bulletin board material for the Bills. I think the Bills use that as fuel, and they come out and they try to make a statement. And it's at home. It's at Ralph Wilson Stadium in New York. So I think they eke this one out. I don't think they cover the spread. 5.5 is a lot to me. I think it's like a 3-point victory, maybe.
Okay. I got some, man. See, we're just different on this one, man. I just think, give me Joe Burrow over Josh Allen. This is going to prove that, though, otherwise. I mean, if Josh Allen wins this football game, then I'll give him some flowers. But until then, I just don't see it. I think Josh Allen's going to make a couple mistakes, and I think Joe Burrow at this time of the year, I mean, that man's got ice water in his veins, man. He's special. So, this next one, this is the last one right here. The Dallas Cowboys at the San Francisco 49ers.
Ooh.
This one right here, I mean, you got a 4-point spread in this game in favor of the 49ers. So, it's essentially 3 points because they're at home. So we're calling it's damn near a pick'em game.
Yeah.
You got Brock Purdy, who's been absolutely balling, going up against Dak Prescott, who threw a gem last week. I got to give him credit. He was under so much scrutiny. Everything else, he led the league in interceptions and missed 5 games, on and on and on and on. That dude balled last week. I think he had like over 300-something yards, like 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. I mean, Pollard, Zeke, they still got those guys. But this is a little bit different animal than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. These San Francisco 49ers, man,
bruh,
they've won, I think it's like 11 or 12 games in a row, if I'm not mistaken, if we're going back to the regular season.
If you're going back to the regular season, it's 11 in a row now. They won 10 to close out the season. Last week, they beat Seattle. That's 11 in a row, dog. That's a tall task, man.
And if there's a way to beat the Dallas Cowboys, the way to do that, there's a couple of different ways. One, you have to have a strong running attack, which the 49ers do. They have Christian McCaffrey and Elijah Mitchell. And the other thing you got to do, you got to neutralize Michael Parsons. And guess what? It just so happens on that left side of the 49ers offensive line, they got the best. The best. Yeah. I see Micah Parsons almost being a non-factor in this football game because I think that the one main job that Trent Williams has is going to be to neutralize Micah Parsons. Mm-hmm. And when that dude, as good as he is focused on that one main thing, and that's all he's going to focus on.
Oh, yeah.
Give me Trent Williams in that matchup. Now, granted, I'm biased. It's a Sooner. I'm going to go with him. I like the 49ers in this football game by at least 10 points. At least. I think the 49ers are going to be able to neutralize everything that the Dallas Cowboys want to do on offense. They're going to slow down that run game. They're the best run defense in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken, or they're up there at the top. They do not let teams run the football on them. And if Dallas does not have a good ground game going, it doesn't help Dak. Give me Dak Prescott throwing 40 or 50 times in this game if I'm a 49ers fan. That's what you want.
They're going to make him do it too.
And he's going to throw at least 2 interceptions in this game. You can book it.
Yeah.
As much as
people will talk about Micah Parsons, who's on the other side for the 49ers playing DN? It's going to be the defensive player of the year, Bosa.
Nick Bosa.
Then they got the best inside linebacker, Fred Warner, right? So, bro, I got this by more than 14 points. I think this is a 2-touchdown game. I don't think the Cowboys really have a chance, bro.
I don't either.
A buzzsaw. It's not going to be pretty because all of the strengths that the 49ers have is every weakness for the Cowboys.
I mean, dude, they've got. We've been through this already. I'm going to do it again.
So many times. Do it again.
Debo,
do it again.
Ayuk, George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy Baker slanging that thing, Trent Williams, Bosa, Fred Warner. I mean, they are the talent of. They just got talent, man. They're the 49ers. I know the 49ers right now, and if I'm not mistaken, they're gonna pretty much get all those guys back next. Like their window right now for a Super Bowl. Dude, huge. It's wide open right now.
We didn't even talk about the secondary. They got one of the best strong safeties / free safeties, Hufanga, I think his name is. He's had
Tre'Davious Ward at corner.
Bro, come on, man.
They're special. No, they're very special.
It might be it's probably the most talented. I'm not saying probably. It is the most talented roster up and down. The only question mark they have is quarterback, and they've been 6-0 with Purdy leading the helm. Right? So
is it a question? Is that still a question mark? Are we still calling that a question mark?
Only because he's a rookie. But I mean, you can take the rookie label off of him right now.
Got to.
I agree.
He's earning a starting job. Is what he's doing.
Bro, if they get to the Super Bowl, he's got to come in as the incumbent starter. Trey Lance is going to have to earn that back.
They got to be most people's pick to come out of the NFC. Most people. I want to see, as a football fan, I know you picked the upset. I want to see the Philadelphia Eagles versus the San Francisco 49ers. I want to see that as a fan of football.
I don't think it's going to happen. Like I said, I got the Giants, but that would be strength on strength. You're talking about 2 monsters defenses. You're talking about Jalen Hurts, who's almost an MVP this year until he got hurt against that defense. Man, that would be special. That'd be fun.
It's we might get to see it. It might have. But just here's the thing, though. 49ers, come on, don't let these stanky ass Cowboys win this football game, man. I'm tired of them freaking. We cannot let the Cowboys make it to the NFC Championship game. Those fans are relentless.
We're the house divided, but this is one thing me and B Hill will always agree on.
I hate those stinking Cowboys. I hate them. I hate them.
Hey, we're here on that one, dog. We're here. We're here.
They're gonna lose. They're not beating the 49ers. No way. No way. If they do beat them, come Monday when we do our recap show, I'll go ahead and I'll eat whatever kind of crow I need to. Yeah. But man, I really want to see the Cowboys lose. I'm sick of it. Just tired of it. But
Stephen A says, what can go wrong will go wrong.
Will go wrong. This is that game to where it's like it's a complete total, like everything the Cowboys want to do. The 49ers got an answer for it. Yep. And the Cowboys struggle with run defense. Well, the 49ers got a damn good rushing offense.
It's their bread and butter, dog. Come on.
Good luck. Good luck. It's going to be good luck for them. So, That's about it. You got anything else this week?
No, man. That's it.
All right. Hey, if you guys are still with us here and you haven't joined the family already, it's really easy. Just go down there, tap that subscribe button for us. You know to hit that notification bell so you guys can be up to date on everything. Also, if you like the show, you like what you heard, give us that thumbs up. Helps with the algorithm where we can get out there on those platforms. More people are going to be able to view our content. Last but not least, guys, we want to hear from y'all. Give us your picks. Hop down there in those comment boxes. I want to hear y'all's picks for these 4 games. Who do y'all got moving on to the AFC and the NFC championship games, respectively? So, as always, my name's Brandon. It's my guy Corey over there. This is the House Divided, guys. We signed on in tonight. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to sign on out of this thing. Peace.
Peace.